Yes, good morning, students. We have discussed lots of things about the acid, base, and salt. Last time we also discussed what is acid and what is the nature of the substance which we are using. Suppose it has the salt test, and if it gives the salt test, that means if the nature of the substance is acidic because it contains acid, and the nature of substance is acidic. If it is the bitter in taste, maybe the substance, if it is bitter in taste, then you will find that is base, and the nature of the substance is the basic. We have discussed everything. There are so many natural acids we have discussed in the previous class about the antibiotic, that is the formic acid, ascorbic acid, citric acid. There are different uses which we are doing, which we are using in the home. The products which we are using, they contain the acid. So we have discussed everything about that. Now today, just I want to show you some important things, materials, how you will find the pH of the substance, how you will find the substance is acidic or basic, is it? So there are papers which I have just discussed with you last time in the class, that these are the substances. See here, this is the red litmus paper I have. Okay, so just make you a class. See, red litmus paper I have now. This is the blue litmus paper I have. So you can see this is the blue litmus paper, slightly colored due to the moisture. It changes the colors. This is the red litmus paper. See here the color red and blue. Can you see? Yes, I think you can see easily. So this is red and blue litmus paper which we are using to identify the material, whether it is the acid or the base. Students, see, just I have some of the substances with me. There are the natures. You have to just understand how the color is changed. See, I am using the red litmus paper. So red litmus paper, when I am adding some material, this is not changing. This is not changing the color. Red litmus paper is not changing the color. Okay, fine. We understand. The red is not changing the color. Now I am going to add this blue litmus paper. And now, see, blue litmus paper have changed the color, and that is red in color. So I hope you will think about it, that red is not changing the color, but blue is changing the color. That means, and blue litmus paper turns in the red. So that substance is acid. The nature of the substance is acidic. Similarly, here, now, as I said in the previous class, I was talking about you the pH. pH is the big word to identify the presence of hydrogen in particular substance. Because the nature of that substance depends on the hydrogen. Here, this is the pH paper. Just I want to show you the pH paper also. Okay, fine. See, you can see the pH paper. Here you can see the colors, different type of colors you can see here. Okay, the different types of colors. Now, there are numbers. Number 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10.5. I hope you can see with this camera numbers, different numbers, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, how you will find the substance, or you identify the substance, that the substance is acid or base? How you can explain? when we add in a two way. One is the litmus paper. Okay, we can find it with the help of the litmus paper. We find that okay, this is something acid or this is something base. But the big issue is whenever we want to touch that substance, whenever we want to add our finger, if suppose I want to add my finger in acid, what is going to happen if I add my finger in acid? That is depend on the acid. If it is very concentrated, how you find the acid is concentrated? When you add the pH paper into the particular substance, the pH paper have line, as I say to you, that 7 from 7, here it is 1, 2, this is 2, 4, okay, and here it is 8, 9, 10. The numbers are mentioned on the pH paper as here it is mentioned. Now what is going to happen if when you add the pH paper into the material and the color, see here are the colors, and the colors which is given on the numbers, okay, colors which is given on the number, that color will give you the idea of that substance, whether that substance is acid or base or substance is neutral. So if the color matches with the number 7 of pH paper, which is dissolved or which is touched in the particular substance, and the color matches with the 7, that means that substance is neutral. That substance is neutral. That is not a basic or not the acid. It is neutral. There are so many substances which we are using that are the neutral substances. Yes or no? Yes. So the substance which we are using here, that substance is neutral. Where how you identify that? With the help of pH paper. Suppose the substance which match with the color of the pH paper to 2. Is it 2? If it matches with the digit 2, then the number or color which is matches the 2, that means the substance or that material or liquid or whatever the substance, it is highly acidic. It is highly acidic. Sometimes also happens that the pH of that substance comes to the 10. pH of substance comes to the 10. That is also not good because it's highly basic. Not basic. Nature of the substance is base. The substance is base and nature of the substance is basic. Okay. So why I am telling it highly basic? Because when it is very dangerous to eat. बहुत कड़वा हो जाता है. It's very difficult. So when you have pH paper, now we have material. The litmus paper turns blue litmus paper in the red. I think you understand that what is the substance. Agar if blue litmus paper turns into the red, then we know that what is the nature of the substance. That is acidic. Acidic, मतलब वो acid है. Now the litmus paper I am adding in this liquid. Let me check. What is it? Okay. तो मैंने check किया. Now I have a different color. You can see a different color. Yes. I have to match the color of this substance once it dry, when once it dry or slightly the liquid which is be stuck by the paper, then I have to match this color. Okay. Once I match this color, so you can see, dear students, it matches with the mostly two. Yes, exactly two I can see, number two. Okay, see, you can see here. I hope you can see in the camera. See, number two, it matches with the number two. So, when it match with the two, that means the substance is highly acidic. Or one word use, we can say for the acid substance which are very acidic, their pH is 2, then we can say it is concentrated substance. Concentrated acid. Yes, it is called, you can tell it as concentrated substance. So, when this kind of substance you are using, you have to be careful because it will damage your tissue. It comes to your mouth, in your hand, in your eyes, it will damage your body parts. So it is very dangerous. Okay, I hope you understand the acid, base, and the litmus paper, use of litmus paper, paper, pH. I hope you understand. Now we move forward with the neutralizations. See, whenever you have a substance, whether it is acid or whether it is base, but the substance which you want to use for your daily routine life, that substance must be neutral. Otherwise, it is difficult for our health that if we use that kind of the substance. Now neutralizations. See, we have learned acid turns blue litmus paper to red. If you understood about that, that blue litmus changes in the red and it turns and base it turns red litmus paper into blue. That is base. So when we mix the acid in the base, let us see what is going to happen. Here the activity 5.5, you just read that activity. We just want to understand when an acidic solution is mixed with the basic solution, both the solution neutralize the effect of each other. And when an acidic solution and base solution are mixed in a suitable amount, both the acidic nature of the acid and the basic nature of the base are destroyed. The resulting solution is neither acidic or base. When we mix acidic substance, basic substance put together in balancing situation, both the substance will lose their nature. Okay. When you add, when you add these two substances in a test tube or in a beaker, then you will feel heat. You will feel heat. So in neutralization, always heat is produced or evolved. The evolved heat raise the temperature of the reaction mixture. Okay. So in the neutralization reaction, a new substance is formed. This is called the salt. Salt may be acidic, basic, or neutral in nature. Thus, neutrals can be defined as follows. The reaction between an acid and base is known as neutralization. Salt and water are produced in the process with the evolution of heat. Then what is neutralization? The reaction between acid and base are called the neutralization, and salt and water are produced in this process evolution. Evolution matlab heat. Evolution, producing the heat. Now acid plus base, salt and water, it is what the reaction which is given in your textbook, that is the HCl, hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide, NaOH combination will give you sodium chloride plus water. Okay. So these are the few neutralization in everyday life. In digestion, this is indigestion. Digestion is different, indigestion is different. Indigestion, what is going to happen when you have problem to digest the food? That means the extra hydrochloric acid is produced in your body, in your stomach, not body, in the stomach. So indigestion is very painful. To relieve indigestion, we take an antacid such as milk of magnesia, which contains magnesium hydroxide. It neutralizes the effect of excessive acid. Then ant bite. As I said, when ant bites to you, then you will have a swelling at that particular part. Why it has the swelling at the particular part? Because of the formic acid released by the ant to your skin, upper layer of the skin. That is called the epidermis. It is called the upper layer of the skin. The epidermis it releases the acid, that is formic acid and swellings. And to neutralize that, you have to apply the baking soda to neutralize the problem. Soil treatment, as already I have discussed in the previous classes of the soil replacement, how you replace the soil. So whenever you use continuously a different kind of the fertilizers, there may be a problem with the acidic and basic natures will occur continuously. So what you have to apply, if it is the acidic nature of the soil, you have to apply the calcium oxide, and if the soil is basic, so what you can apply compost. Okay, if it is acidic nature, so then you have to apply calcium oxide, and if it is basic nature, you can use your compost, that is which I already taught you how to prepare the compost. Sometimes factory waste comes in the river and they are also throwing outside. If directly they throw without neutralizing the substance, whether it is acid and base, it will destroy the living organisms which are living in the water, pond or wherever they are living. So they also neutralize. So these are the daily use of these substances to neutralize the day-to-day life. So dear students, now the keywords. You have to complete the keywords today itself in the homework, and you have to send the photographs to me directly on my number. Okay.